Frog FTK is many things. Annoying, a nuisance, something that won the world championships for some reason. Maybe I should make a video on that. But they are nerfed by one singular thing. That all of their cards say that they cannot use Frog the Jam. What is Frog the Jam? Why is he the only frog that's unable to be used in the deck literally labeled Frog FTK? And if you like this content, be sure to subscribe. It really helps me out with the new channel. Let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below. So what is Frog the Jam? Is he an exceptionally powerful card that would just turn the deck into even more of a powerhouse? Is he a card that had such a bizarre ruling that Konami had to add this to every Frog support card before 2016? No. This is Frog the Jam. A level 2 normal monster with 700 attack and 500 defense. But JCD, I hear you saying. Surely it must have some niche use in the deck. Do they do anything with level 2 vanillas? Maybe it helps enabling some old trap. No, they don't do that at all. It's just a vanilla monster that does nothing. Like, at all. So why do all of these cards say, except Frog the Jam? Well, the answer is honestly quite simple, but also incredibly complicated. We'll start with the simple part. He's not a frog. He is a toad. And a pretty bad one at that. This is the part of the video where I have to give a disclaimer that in real life I'm pretty sure the difference between the two is that frogs can swim? I don't know. I only know the Yu-Gi-Oh! Difference, so bear with me. There's no toad archetype, and frogs and toads are different, I've been told. Therefore, he can't be classified as one despite the name. If you want the more complex reason, just to make it even less simple, it's because the normal name does not have this kanji on screen. I have no way of reading this. I don't understand. These are just lines to me. But just know that it translates to frog. That's what matters. So all frog cards have that as a part of their name. Frog the Jam's name was changed to Slime Toad for clarification, but it is still often called Frog the Jam, if only because it's hilarious to have been a part of every frog card's exclusion text. Now this isn't the only card to have had its name changed due to localization issues. Konami's notorious for having strange problems with their English localization team. Some aren't major at all, i.e. Level Up getting changed to Level Up. Did you notice they forgot to capitalize the U? I sure hope somebody got fired for that blunder. Some are a little more needed, such as 100 Eyes Dragon being changed to 100 Eyes Dragon, as in removing the hyphen, to prevent confusion on it being a part of the red hyphen eyes archetype. You know, red eyes black dragon. Unfortunately, 100 Eyes is not a part of it anymore, as hilarious as that would be. Let's get past that and go to a much more general question, because otherwise we'll be here all day talking about Sky Scout. Why doesn't the localization team just name the cards the direct translation from Japanese? Wouldn't that fix every single problem that we could possibly have with this? Wouldn't that just be the most logical thing to do? No. And that's where it gets even more bizarre. The simplest solution isn't always the best, and this proves it hand over fist. I'm not going to go into super nitty-gritty details, but to summarize, Japanese is a language where the writer has a completely different way of laying out a sentence compared to English writers, or Romance language writers like French or Italian or Portuguese for that matter. If I were to say, I got flowers from my wife, just a simple phrase, it gets lost into, wife from flowers got, which means absolutely nothing. You kinda get the idea, like if you're at a restaurant and you just kinda don't know the language, look at the waitress and just point at the menu, like that kinda thing. But the actual grammar of that sentence will leave your head spinning and it'll take a moment to actually parse what's being said at all. If this was a card, it would probably be translated to wife flowers, or flowers of wife. Something that would actually make sense in a card name, if we were to delineate it by such. There are many more contexts where these two languages don't function between each other without rigorous changes to what exactly they say. And, just to note, Frog the Jam did come out before the internet really blew up. So if you call a toad a frog, no one's gonna look at you weird in real life, like if you say, oh, look at that alligator. No, that's a crocodile. That's not a real conversation real people have, and if it is, that's no longer your friend, just feed them to the alligator. So why would calling a toad a frog matter in the card game? Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked because I like being particular, but not that particular. The Japanese language is very context-centric. This is completely lost on any kind of translation you can see. I know someone's going to bring up the localization team doesn't actually care because of Avram's "check this out" text, or "totally awesome" being named "totally awesome," or "a wild monster appears." But I'd like to make the counterpoint that they're real people trying to make sense of Japanese honorifics and could make a joke or two every now and again. I know Mind Hacksaws is just a little bit cringy, a little bit strange, just maybe not okay in today's climate. But it was still probably a little funny at the time. I have no excuse for Dr. Frankenderp, but that's there too. The game isn't serious. It comes out with an anime marketed towards 7-year-olds. We could all take a joke. Come on. Totally Awesome's cool. I know he was called Tree Toad. Oh, like a frog in a tree. Like, it doesn't matter. Thankfully, our boy Frog the Jam wasn't changed for some extreme reason, for balance changes or anything of the sort. Merely for clarification's sake. The list goes on, but those are just the major ones, and I would like to save some to be a future video. All in all, he's merely a product of a team that has made countless changes, all in the name of making the game easier to understand. And honestly, we gotta commend the English localization team for just allowing us to even play the game, because asking us to learn Japanese would be completely impossible. We don't even understand the English words on the card. Imagine it being in a completely different language that you'd have to go on Duolingo for. Does this make Frog the Jam any less funny? No, it's still incredibly funny. Frog the Jam is always going to be known as Frog the Jam to me, if only because of the fact that 30 other cards just say, "except Frog the Jam." And that is so hilarious to me. It is not any less funny. It is even more funny. I'm never going to call it Slime Toad. That's just like a thing. It doesn't even matter. If you like this video, go on ahead and check out this one. It talks about how frogs won the world championships. I haven't made this video yet because I wanted to cover this one first, but I do want the end screen to say this video, so it's just going to be that video now. Hope that's okay. I kind of streamed a lot yesterday, which, by the way, here's my stream link on the screen. You see it every video. If you watch all the way, and if you do, you're really cool. I don't know how many people are here, but you can hear me. It's like a one-on-one conversation. Aren't you cool? Yeah, that's super cool. Anyway, follow the Twitch. I'll have the video out. Hope you like it. It'll be fun. Hope you have fun. Hope you like the channel. It's really like a really good channel. I kind of went a bit more off the cuff for this one. Primarily because it was 6 minutes long, and I wanted it to be 8 so I could put ads on it. If that sucks for you, I would like to be paid. So, at least I'm talking. You know, most YouTubers just put like a black screen or something. I'm at least being self-aware about it. Does that make it better? Does that make it better, or does that make it, like, more insulting? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Just be sure to let me know. Just absolutely blast me there. Hope you like it. Bye.